Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you could hear me. My mouth was away from the mic. And yes, I'm getting a new mic. I've gotten some complaints about this mic. I'm not quite sure why, but this is, I've been using this mic since I started. No, I started without a mic and I realized, oh, people were not hearing me. So I went and purchased this one. I think I'm due for another one. We'll see. No, I'm purchasing another one, that's for sure. It's a matter of when I order it. I want to say thank you to everyone for joining me today. I appreciate it. And then also thank you to the chat managers for your help. If you like the channel, please subscribe. I know what's on everybody's mind today. It's the Mr. Omicron. Yeah, Omicron. It's getting a little, I'm confusing it with something else. In any event, as I was about to start the stream, I took another look to see how bad this thing was gonna get. And I saw as if it's in New York, I am in New York City, and a whole bunch of people are going about their businesses. So a bunch of people are going about the business. I feel like saying, yes, please, we all should continue to wear our mask and get boosted. For some reason, I don't feel this latest version or this mutation of the virus is going to cause, or at least put us through worse than we've been and before. I don't feel it's going to be such a showstopper. And I can confuse time, as I've always admitted. The worst, intuitively, I feel that can happen is the vaccine makers, the researchers, having to tweak their recipe. I'm going to put it that way because that's what it is. It's a recipe, okay? For the vaccines, that's about it. That would be the worst, and it probably take a couple of days. But for some reason, I don't feel like panicking. Oh yes, I protect myself, as I'm saying to everyone. Please, we must. It's a must. We protect ourselves and others as well. As we wear masks, we're protecting the other people who are around us. So please don't get depressed. According to the news, a lot of people are angry and tired and all. Yeah, me too. But you know something? As long as I have hope that I'm going to see tomorrow and I can make it a better tomorrow, I'm going to hang in there. So friends, don't panic. I feel we have this under control, yet it's a little inconvenient and frustrating. But like I have always said before, we'll get through it. And also, I've said, even for those of us who have faced financial difficulties, I said the government was going to take us from one side of the river to the other side. That has happened, so let's hang in there. Let's not raise our blood pressure for no reason. It's not worth it. And the other reference is, I was listening to CNN this morning, and I believe it's a European think tank. And the question was, is America a backsliding democracy? You can perceive, yes, I feel it's fair that they are perceiving us that way, but I don't feel that's the whole, I don't feel like the anti-democratic forces will win. I feel Trump and his enablers will lose. And remember, guys, I've always said what's going to cause this whole movement to just implode is because it's built on a lie or lies. And you know, and I've said before, and that I intuitively felt that Republicans, or those who consider themselves Trumpists, because you know it seems like there are two things here, but they would be fighting among themselves, and it would spill into the streets, and that's what we are seeing happening right now. I'm sure you guys have heard the Trump lawyer Len Wood, I believe his name is. He made public a video of Mike Flynn basically admitting the notion that the election was stolen is a lie. The whole Q movement is baloney. Okay, he doesn't believe in it. Okay, among a whole bunch of other stuff, that there's a major fight between Len Wood and Marjorie Greene, in fact now, Mike Flynn, among others. It's going to get wider, intuitively, I feel like saying, but I just wanted to bring to your attention that the implosion has started. And these people, they won't stop because they're just like Trump. They don't think, they just act. And after it blows up in their faces, just like Bobert, her shenanigan blew up in her face. And now, her and her leadership are trying to figure out a way out. But Len Wood is so full of rage, he wants to burn the house down, just like Trump is trying to do to our country. He lost, but because of his ignorance and huge ego, he's basically trying to burn the country down. But I don't feel that's going to happen. Yes, we have tough time ahead, intuitively I feel like saying, because there is one major problem here, and I've touched on it last week, is the number of guns that we have circulating. I don't know how they're going to solve that problem, but that problem is going to have to be solved at some point. I don't know how. But all I can tell you intuitively is the notion that what Abbott was basically betting on is not going to happen, because what those people in those red states are trying to create is fear, because most of the people who are going out and to buy guns are Republicans, and those who are a bit nuts, they think they're going to buy foods and all kinds of stuff. They create underground bunkers and saving food. The end is coming, Armageddon, and all that. And those people, so they arm themselves. Okay. The thing is, that's going to blow up in the faces of all those guys. And as there is something that has already started, as well, I touched on that. People killing each other. It hasn't, I feel intuitively, it's going to get worse. But all those things together, and all the lies they've concocted, is going to come back to bite Republicans. Yes, we have challenges ahead, but I feel like saying the notion that we are a backsliding democracy, it looks that way, and it's a fair label. I feel sorry that I have to admit it, but it's true. But those forces will lose. It's going to take a little while. And the first step, major step, is going to be when they indict Trump, for whomever indict him first. And I don't know how many of you saw Cohen yesterday on Meet the Press. I feel like saying Cohen is correct. What he said yesterday resonated with me. I watched it on YouTube because I'm in Florida, so I don't recall seeing Meet the Press since I've been here on TV, nor the ABC Sunday morning, I believe. I don't see them here, but I watch them on YouTube. But I feel like saying what Cohen said resonates with me. I feel he's correct, but also he knows, at least have a very good idea of what those investigators and prosecutors have. And also, guys, I said way before this January 6th thing happened that Ivanka will have legal issues, Don Jr., Eric, and people around Trump, besides his enablers. According to Cohen yesterday, all those people are under the microscope. And yes, I feel they will all get what's coming to them. And also, I've said before that everybody keeps saying to me that well, not everybody, a lot of people keep saying Trump is never going to pay for his misdeeds. I feel he will. And Schiff yesterday, although he did not say if there are any investigations into Trump, but I feel like saying there are enough out there going that Trump doesn't stand a chance. I don't see how this guy is going to be able to and something, the other thing is, our government cannot afford the perception that among us, there is a system of justice for us and one for people like Trump. They can't afford it. So I feel Garland is fully aware of it. People at the FBI, Ray, is aware of it. And yes, there is enough. They have enough information. I heard somebody on CNN say to indict Trump today if they want to. I feel like saying it's a matter of time, but those of you who have been following me for a while might have remembered what I said. I said something once, that Garland would prefer someone else indict Trump instead of him doing it. You know what I feel intuitively? Yes, he still feels that way, but there is so much pressure, and a lot of people who used to work for DOJ are calling them out. It feels like to me intuitively that they don't have a choice right now. They're going to have to do something. And people are screaming about how they are allowing people like Bannon to just still running around and trying to, it's on Politico this morning, trying to turn his indictment into some kind of TV game, so to speak, raising money off of it and do all kinds of stuff. Basically, they are trying to say there isn't enough bite. It's not hurting him yet, but I feel it's coming. I feel Bannon is making a big mistake doing what he's doing. And one other thing, that guy, I don't remember his name escaped me right now. He's the black guy who basically, or among the leaders, I don't know if he's black or of Asian descent. He was one of the major organizers of the January 6th insurrection. He came out yesterday, or posted a video either yesterday or Saturday stating that he will be testifying in front of Congress because he doesn't want to go to jail and he doesn't have the money to hire lawyers. I don't know how many of you remember that I said there are some people behind the scenes talking to Congress. We simply don't know about them yet. He's one of them. And I feel he's been talking for the very reason he stated. He's afraid to go to jail. He thought, him and among a whole bunch of other people, thought that Trump was going to prevail with this insurrection, with his coup. It didn't happen. So the reason why he released that tape is a long time ago. The reason why he released that video is basically to prevent the Trump base from going after him, threatening his life or whatever else he knows that can happen to him. That's why he released that video, because he's afraid of the blowback. And also, he's placating Trump and those around him from coming after him. Because if you are subpoenaed, hey, I don't have a choice. And so there's a lot of other ones. In fact, it was in the news. Some of them are waiting or asked to be subpoenaed before they testify because they are terrified. That's why that gentleman posted that video. But yes, he will testify, and yes, he has a lot of information. And there are a lot of people behind the scenes that are, I feel like saying the January 6th Commission basically, they know everything and everyone who was involved in the insurrection. They are not saying it publicly because of the number of people at all levels of the Trump administration and those who were outside. They know everything. They're calling people right now for more cooperation and, dotting the I's and crossing the T's and be able to say, okay, this person, this, they were in charge of that. But they know who was in charge of what, who financed, why, everything. It's a matter of going after these people right now and get there, basically from the horse's mouth, if you will, what they did and why they did it. What was their motivation? That's what I feel. But I feel like saying intuitively, although I feel it's fair to say we are a backsliding democracy, but I feel we're going to come out of this stronger. It's not going to happen overnight. I wish I could promise it's going to happen tomorrow. But the dismantling of this whole movement will start when Trump gets indicted. It's already unraveling with the activities of the Len Woods of this world, and among others who will be fighting among themselves. But yeah. And yes, there will be some blood as well. Those who are stupid enough to go out and think they can still bring Trump to the White House. Yeah, there are some of them that are crazy enough to think that. But I'm sure Trump knows at this point it's a dream that's never going to come to pass. Let me look at one more thing I wanted to oh my God, yeah, that's what I knew. I had something to Did you guys see how Fauci answered a question about Ted Cruz yesterday? He basically called out Ted Cruz for his, let me say this, Dr. Fauci is very well known. And a lot of people in government know him and are friends with him. He said something on Face the Nation yesterday when they asked him about Ted Cruz wanting him to, whatever Ted Cruz is running his mouth about, and he cracked up and he said Ted Cruz. He called out Ted Cruz about that. Well, basically, he said Ted Cruz took part on the January 6th insurrection, and I don't feel he's just talking. Somebody may not have directly told him what kind of proof they have on Ted Cruz, among others. But I feel Dr. Fauci didn't just say that. There is more to it than that. So I thought it was funny and I was cracking up. Okay. Oh, friends, today's Monday. So I will be back later and you'll get to ask your personal questions or political, whatever you like. Okay. Thank you very much, Marie Hackett. The name of the gentleman, I'm confused whether he's African American or of Indian descent. I was trying to remember his name earlier. Marie Hackett was kind enough to tell me his name. It's Ali Alexander. Yes. Yes, he's the one who started Stop the Steal, the whole thing. But you know something? Tracy Rose said, "Get Fauci kick butt." He did. Oh my God, that was so much fun to watch that. But yes, I feel he has been cooperating for a while. But like it is said on TV, I mean in the news, a lot of them want to be subpoenaed before it is made official that they are testifying or known to the public. Yeah. So, oh my God. All right. Oh, okay. Cappy's mom said Ali Alexander is black. His mom is African American. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Thank you for that. Marie Hackett is like the Dr. Fauci thing yesterday too. Oh my God, that was epic. I loved it. I'm looking for questions. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Oh, we covered the new variant. That was the first thing I mentioned because I know a lot of people are very concerned about that, right? And now, I mean, right? Absolutely. There is good reasons to be. Yes, John Johnson. I forgot to mention this. Matthew McConaughey. I never took him seriously anyway. Maybe that's why. He posted a video stating that he's no longer running for governor. For some reason, I never saw him on the trail. So, And from what I understand, he was ahead of Beto, unfortunately. So hopefully some people who are going to vote for him will consider Beto now that he's out. Okay, I'm scrolling, looking for questions. Thank you, Ron, for reminding people to hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Okay, I am looking for questions. Nancy G. Isaac is asking, will the Build Back Better bill get passed by the Senate? I feel like saying yes. I don't know how it's going to happen or when, but it's okay. Democrats intuitively, I feel like saying, no, they have a big problem. First of all, they want to be able to show that they don't occupy all three branches not occupy, but they don't control all three branches of government for nothing. And so they're going to have to pass, they pass the infrastructure, they're going to pass the Build Back Better, okay? And also the next effort is going to be about the voting thing, I feel, because Republicans are going all out. When it comes to cheating, it's broad daylight. So, and yes, some of them are going to try to, like somebody, I don't remember which state that was, I mentioned it last week or the week before, they don't like the constitution of their state. They're trying to say they don't need the constitution. A lot of those people, they are a bunch of opportunists. And they're just like Mike Flynn. They know everything they heard and that's going on, the big lie, all those things. They know all those things are lies. And that's one dangerous thing I forgot to mention when I was talking about our country backsliding, and it's like a democracy, backsliding democracy. Money is at the root of a lot of those things. All those people want big mansions, and unfortunately for them, regardless of what they do, they're not going to have that huge mansion or that power they are seeking. If it's not in the cards, you can do whatever you want, cheat, steal, whatever you want to do. It's not going to happen. And the proof is there's this guy, I believe it's in Pennsylvania. Trump elevated him, and last week he had to quit because they found out he abused his wife. And also there is a woman Trump also, elevated as, I don't remember exactly, I believe he wanted her to run for Senate, and she's in the process right now of imploding. Her campaign is imploding. So, and also there is an article somewhere I read, I don't remember which website, that most of the people that Trump is supporting have major issues. So thank God for that. And also some of them, although he gave them his blessings, people are running away from them. So, but I feel like saying at the root of all this thing is money and then power. That's basically what it boils down to. And Republicans don't care. They don't care about the country. And they think changing our form of government to anything else, like something I read earlier today, they want to own the libs. Yeah, I think they are owning themselves in a bad way. They're going to be hurting themselves. That's one reason I'd love to see these people, how they would behave if this country was to turn into something like China or Russia. Yeah. Okay. I am scrolling. Joel Tilson is asking, I mentioned that once or twice before, but yes, Joel Tilson is asking, will someone finally indict the orange monster Trump? Absolutely. A bunch of people in this area, I didn't look at the license plate, but if I don't remember seeing a front license plate on that car on a convertible. There were about four or five people in that car. Yes, I know I've mentioned it before, but this one I didn't have my camera with me. I did not, at the time, it was about a week ago, I did not have my camera in the car, so I didn't record it. They were all giving, as they were driving by Mar-a-Lago, they had their fingers up, giving the fingers to Trump. Every once in a while I drive by that place, you see people riding around on most of the time they are in their convertible, and they all had their hands up giving Trump the finger. I'm like, oh my God. It was funny because they were all seniors too. I've seen mostly young people do it. but this time they were all seniors. Anna Webb is asking, Milu, do you think Trump is planning another insurrection? You know, Trump right now, I don't feel he's planning an insurrection. What Trump thinks he can do is cause violence. And you know something, unfortunately, I don't feel he has to do very much anymore for that to happen. He already planted that seed. And other Republicans have picked up the baton. Okay, people like DeSantis, Abbott, a whole bunch of others, okay, who are allowing people to buy guns without a permit or training. And that's why, this is really going to get out of hand. The number of killing for no reason. That's going to happen. That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen the worst of it yet. So, yes, Trump will pay the price for it, and those governors as well. Okay, but we will win. The only thing I don't see how it's going to how they're going to be able to confiscate or whatever they have to do to get all those guns from those crazy people who have them. I have no clue how they're going to do this. But I know they're going to have to do something at some point because it's going to get really bad. And yes, the Abbotts of this world and the DeSantis of this world will be held responsible. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending time with me. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com. Or you can send me an email at psychicmilu@aol.com. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Today is Monday, so I will be back later, and I will answer personal or political questions you have. Please subscribe if you like the channel, and also tap on the bell in order for you to be notified when I'm online or when I post a video. Again, thank you everyone. I will see you later. Till then, bye.